right, we're gonna burn through my stuff. I've got a thought on my mind that I need to get out. Started out arm day, triceps, biceps. Started out skull crushers at 40 pounds, 4 sets of 10, moved up to, 2 sets of 10, moved over to 50, 2 sets of 10. Tricep extensions, regular grip and reverse grip. See, on each of those did 2 sets of 20 at 20 pounds, 1 set of 20 at 30 pounds. Moved over to the bicep curl machine, and that was, we did 40 for 20 reps 2 times, and then we did 50 for 20 reps 1 time. 55. Then we moved over to hammer curls. Started at 25 pounds, drop setted 3 times down to 15. So 10 of these at 20, 10 of the 25, 10 of these at 20, 10 of these at 15. Cool, I'm done. All right. What does the average American do? What is the average American's ability? It's pretty sad. Like 23, on average, 23% of Americans do not move enough to be considered healthy. Look at our obesity rate is through the roof. I remember seeing a statistic or hearing one at some point, don't know how true this is, source bro, trust me, that the rate of morbid obesity today is the same as the rate of obesity in the 92, 93, like around the Columbine time. That was the date. Don't take anything out of it. That was the date of reference that was used that I can remember. But our rate of morbid obesity now is the same as our rate of obesity 30 years ago. So what that means is our rate of obesity is even fucking higher. So, what does that have to do with being average? Well, being average is a curve this high you have to get over. This high. So if your goal is to be average, that's a good step in the right direction, but fuck average. How much time do you spend sitting around, dicking around on YouTube? How much time do you spend around, sitting around, watching TV? Or just turning your brain off on TikTok, Instagram, Facebag? How often are you just turning your brain off and you feel like you're asleep? And then once you come to a realization, like that level of consciousness, you get out of your lizard brain for 2 seconds because you've for whatever reason hit a dopaminic wall for 0.2 of a second, and you go, what the fuck am I doing? And you feel like you have that thought of, oh wow, I could have taken a nap in this time. Yeah, you could have taken a nap. You could have done something a little bit more productive than spending time on social media. So how about this? How about take your time, and instead of spending it looking at thoughts on Instagram, why don't you do this? Why don't you learn a new skill? Sign up for an online class of some sort of something useful, something practical, something you can take your hands and fucking apply it to somebody, something. Like my first thought is, how many people have I met in my life that got a cut on their finger and immediately did not know what to do with themselves? I worked in a kitchen for we're getting close to where I can say a very long time. And the number of grown men who will nick their finger, just not paying attention and catch the edge of it and go, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm not exaggerating when I say they will literally go, help, I don't know what to do. The action of the individual doesn't bother me. They don't know something, I will gladly teach you. What bothers me is the fact that has happened more than one time. I had a kid work in a kitchen and he got his hand supremely infected because he didn't know that you had to clean a cut to keep it from getting infected. He thought it just did it naturally. That's average. That's why I say fuck being average. You know what? Let's say you can't afford to go take a trauma med class or some TCCC class or learn how to apply a tourniquet firsthand. Well, then start with the basics. Start with, how do I treat a cut, first aid for dummies? And if you hit a point where I don't know what the hell that means, use that time that you spend on Instagram to hunt out what your stumbling point is and move fucking forward. Use your time, become smarter, become more capable. Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to come for you. Nobody is going to help you. The only thing you have to rely on is yourself. Self-rescue, self-extrication. It is a fucking thing. People will not call 911. People will not jump in to help put out a fire. People will not help drag you out of the fucking street. You get lucky when somebody does that. That is somebody upstairs looking out for you. You have a responsibility to be able to take care of yourself. And if you can't do that, nobody else is going to. Like, if you can't do it for yourself, guess what? You're not going to be able to do it for somebody else. And the last thing I would ever want for anybody is to have any inkling of regret of saying, you know, I saw that flipped over car, but I was wearing flip-flops and I didn't really know what to do. Well, motherfucker, don't wear flip-flops. Flip-flops are for around the house. Flip-flops are showering in public. Flip-flops and shit like that aren't meant for going out and about in the world, because guess what? You have rendered yourself ineffective. And we have to be effective, because we have to be a little bit better than everyone around us, because average is a low fucking bar. Be better. And fucking get there faster. If it sounds like I'm chastising, I kind of am. But I'm also, a fire has apparently been lit within my soul. And I felt it today, man. I wanted to do more in the gym, and I couldn't. Time constraints. I wanted to go for longer. Well, I'm going to apply that energy that I have, that little bit of extra go that I've got. I'm going to plant that somewhere else today. I'm going to make my day better because of it. And you should do the same. Fucking figure out what lights your soul on fire and just get after it. If you've got a little bitty coal that's petering and sputtering, find what gives it air and turn that shit into a blaze. Like, am I using cliches? Sure. Who gives a shit? Do you get my point? Do you understand where I'm coming from? You have got to be better than everyone around you, just by a little bit. Because by that little bit, every little bit more is exponentially better. It's logarithmic, homie. Just get there. Get there faster. Be better. Do more. And not just for you, but anyone and everyone around you can. We're put on this earth for a fucking purpose. Find it. All right, guys. To the, one person that's going to see this. Love yourself enough to beat the shit out of yourself and get yourself squared away and in line. Do hard shit. Do uncomfortable shit. Do anything you can to scratch a little bit of an advantage. But do it honestly. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Do it righteously. Because the best kind of indignation is righteous indignation. Now let's go fucking get after it.